If you've been watching this channel for a while, then you know I do a top 10 list of the best comics of the year, usually around mid-December to recap the year. But I also do a top 5 list at the midpoint to let you know what's good so far this year. Welcome to Comic Power. My name is Comic Killer 72. Let's get right into that top 5 list of the top 5 comics of 2023 so far. Number 5 is going to be Titans number 1. It was the pick of the week for May 17th, 2023. I've always been a big fan of the Teen Titans, now just known as the Titans. This iconic incarnation of this team first appeared in DC Comics Presents number 26 in 1980, created by Marv Wolfman and the late George Perez. This version of Starfire, Raven, and Cyborg were brand new characters, and Dick Grayson Robin, now known as Nightwing, was the leader of the team. Issue number 1 was a big hit with this iconic cover, and issue number 2 gave us the first appearance of Deathstroke. So this is a reboot of the original team, and this image that you saw earlier in this video is a virgin variant of this issue, which shows Starfire with tats all over her body, which shows different incarnations of the team, which is pretty cool. Number 4 is Noone from Image Comics, which was released on March 15th, 2023. This is one of the biggest surprise hits of the year so far, and it's going to its 5th printing. This takes place in modern day Pittsburgh, Pennsylvania. It's a dark vigilante revenge tale. The murder of a prominent person there sparks political unrest through copycat killers, and a masked vigilante shows up to hold the powerful accountable. This new series is getting critical acclaim and is getting comparisons to the Batman Long Halloween storyline, which is the best compliment in the world. At the time I make this video, Noone is up to 3 issues, and all 3 have gone into reprints. Last year, AWA put out Knighted, which was a spoof of the Batman genre. While Noone is more serious in the vein of Batman. It's inspired by a Dark Knight, but it's not a complete copycat of it, so it's worth checking out. Number 3 is Silver Surfer Ghost Light, number 1 from Marvel Comics, released on February 1st, 2023. And it promises that the next great superhero saga starts here. I don't want to give too many spoilers, but the character that is Ghost Light was basically upgraded to this position, so it's a character that already existed. Is he just a black version of the Silver Surfer? Well, there's more to it than that. But this title does have an all-black creative team. It's written by John Jennings, who's a New York Times best-selling author and a graphic novelist, editor, professor, scholar. It's drawn by Valentin de Larando. This guy got famous for drawing X Factor, feminist sci-fi of Bitch Planet from Image Comics. And man, I can't stop talking about this book. I talk about it all the time. It's great. If you love cosmic level superhero stories, then this is definitely for you. Number 2 is Gangsta Barista, number 1 from Black Mass Comics. It was released on January 4th, 2023. The name of the title should spark your interest just from the jump, right? This is in the genre of the dark comedy crime thriller. The woman on the cover here is the lead character. She was formerly in organized crime, doing organized crime things and having a lot of fun doing it. But things got too hot, so she tried to go straight and live a normal life working at a coffee house. So of course, some incident happens that brings her back into the world of crime. You've seen this trope before about someone in organized crime getting out and something brings them back in. The spin on this is that it's a pretty young woman with tattoos. You can see the interior work is all done in black and white, and I love it. It works incredibly well for what this story is. And let me tell you this, the writing on this feels like a Quentin Tarantino movie. It definitely feels like something he would write and produce, which is the best compliment in the world. So yeah, this is MA for mature. Black Mass has put out critically acclaimed titles in the past, such as We Can Never Go Home and 4 Kids Walk Into a Bank, which both are brilliant. And Gangsta Barista is up there too to me, so this is definitely something you should be picking up. And number 1 so far is Bloodline, the Daughter of Blade, number 1 from Marvel Comics, which came out on February 1st, 2023. This is the first full appearance of Brielle Brooke, who is the long-hidden teenage daughter of Blade, the vampire hunter. I made a previous separate video about this character in the past, and I really love what's going on here because we have the opportunity for this to turn into a Buffy the Vampire type story. And it looks like she's going to take over the family business of slaying vampires from her dead. It too has an all-black creative team with Danny Lore writing and Karen S. Darboe is the artist on this, and this is a can't miss. I think that Brielle has a good chance of being a hit, just like Miles Morales and Riri Williams were. If you're watching this in the future, this is my top 5 of 2023 so far at the midway point in June. Now, make sure you come back in mid-December of 2023 because I'll have my full top 10 list in, plus 10 honorable mentions, so it'll be a top 20 list. I've done a top 10 comics of the year recap since 2015, and I'll give you links in the description so you can go back and watch those when you're ready to binge. Until next time, there should be an end screen here that will let you click on the video that I talked about, where I give you the full details of the background of the Brielle Brooks character. What are the chances are that she shows up in a live-action Blade movie when they reboot it? I talk about all that in that previous video. Until next time, this is Comic Killer 72 for Comic Power saying bye-bye, and see you at the Charlotte Heroes Con 2023.